Hey guys, this is Mona and welcome back to Butterfliez Home and Garden. I'm going to do a little garden tour today. We've had some rain, so I hadn't had a chance to get out here. Plus I haven't been feeling well. My knees have really been bothering me. So I had not been able to really get out here and see what's going on. So let's just take a look. Over here is looking phenomenal. The pink lemonade blueberry bush there is fantastic. I can't wait to see what it's going to do. The cucumber right here is doing very well. This is one of the ones that I got from Lowe's that was really beat up, and it's just really bouncing back really well. Around here, I believe this one is the patty cake squash. So I'm starting to get some flowers in there, seeing some males and females that are coming up. I'm going to prune back a little bit today so it can get some airflow in there. And this Brussels sprout, it's looking pretty good from just all the bites that, it kind of took a little beating. So, but it's looking pretty good. The sweet potatoes are doing well also. That Japanese beetle this year, that was just really a battle. But you know what? I was watching Louisiana gardening family yesterday, and he just made a very powerful video on just not letting the coming out and seeing that things are just tearing your garden apart. And even though it's disappointing and discouraging, but just that old saying of, I lost a battle, but I'm going to win the war. And that is exactly how I feel this year. I'm still new at gardening. This is only my second garden. And I'm very proud of it, from not knowing how to garden at all, and through reading books and YouTube videos, just really learning how to garden. But I agree with him. It's discouraging when you see that, and it's like, okay, but I knew I couldn't give up. I had to just keep fighting those bugs, and it's paying off. So these are the tomatoes right here in this container that I got from Lowe's that was just really beat up. Just really didn't have anything going on, and it's just bouncing back pretty good. And this one is another one. This is the indigo rose. I think this one is a lemon boy over here. And I need to get out and prune because I'm seeing just damage on the leaves, and just kind of get out here and get things pruned up. We went through another bout of rain, and now we're back to having the heat and humidity. So I do see some Japanese beetles over here that has come over to my rhubarb, so I'm gonna spray for that again. And they're not as bad, especially right there. It's not as bad as it was. I was just really infested with the beetles. So I'm very satisfied. I've actually gotten a lot of harvest off of my eggplants. Over here, these cucumbers, not sure if they're going to make it. I'm going to still TLC them and see if I could get them to bounce back. Going to be doing a feeding today of nitrogen, and do some fish emulsion. Oh my goodness, what is this big old grasshopper? Well, let me see if I can zoom in on that baby. That's a biggie. Look at that. I don't know how good or bad that is. I've never had a grasshopper problem in my garden. I wanted to jump off of there because I don't want it to jump on me. And the melon bed, look over here. It's a mess, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and pull it completely out. But I did discover in my melon bed over here that I have a volunteer tomato plant. So that was really exciting. So this is the main thing that I'm going to be doing today, is just pulling out the melons bed. And next year I'm just going to do it different. I'm not even going to put it in a raised bed. I'm going to put it in another spot where it can just vine out on the yard. I think that'll be a whole lot better. And over here, these are doing well. These are the dwarf tomatoes, and I gotta say, I don't think I will ever grow these again. The flavor is such a bland. If you're a person that you don't like a strong tomato flavor, then this definitely is a tomato for you. But it's really not a lot of flavor for my liking. So probably won't grow that one again. And over here, this is a yellow crookneck squash, and it's doing really good. And that's one of the ones that I got from Lowe's as well. That was really beat up. So let's go down here to the other side of the yard. Yep. And the tomatoes, I'm seeing some yellowing on it. Don't know if it's diseased or getting sick or just needs to be pruned back from all the rain that we just recently had. But as you can see, all of the tomatoes are doing just fantastic. Yeah, I mean, this Opalka, it was really just a stubborn, it was stubborn to germinate. I planted or seeded 5, and this is the only one that survived. So next year hopefully I have better success with it, but I'm still pleased with it. I mean, it is bearing fruit, so I'm really pleased with that. This is a cherry Roma. It's doing good. And over here, these beds are doing really good as well. Going to be doing some, like I said, doing a very big boost in nitrogen today, because a lot of my peppers are, losing color. It's still bearing a lot of fruit. I just did a major harvest on all of them, and yeah, so it's still bearing fruit and growing back, and very satisfied with that. The Serrano, same thing. You can see right there, we got a lot of flowers coming back. So this Bratz Atomic has done really well. I'm really satisfied with that. So you can see right there, and it's loaded down with tomatoes, and so is this San Marzano. And what I've been doing is, when I've harvested tomatoes, I've just been putting them in the freezer. So that way at the end of the season, when it's time to do final harvest, I'll pull them out and get them all processed to make some sauce. This Mexiball right here is doing well. Little sad, I need to get it watered. I'm about to do that. And all of these are doing phenomenal. I think this one is this is a Better Boy. The Black Vern is doing really well. Both of these are. The pink Brandywine is putting on some fruit, but yeah, I got to get out here and get those yucky leaves cut back off of them. And this Cherry Roma is really doing well as also. The Spanish Mammoth is just really doing its thing. Very pleased. So let me angle this. You can see, it's just loaded with peppers. Yeah, so it'll be time to do another harvest on that soon as well. I just did a big harvest with the Long Red Cayenne and the Habanero, and actually got those in a dehydrator, still dehydrating, to make some spices. And over here we've got some red bells, some rainbow bells, green bells, more Spanish Mammoth right there, and the sweet banana peppers are doing, as you can see, really well. This is the bush bean, and I pulled a couple of them already because they were just gone. But as you can see, we got some flowers coming on. So there's still, you know, maybe a little bit more of a harvest that I can get off of this. And now I'm really surprised over here with the Sugar Daddy Snap Pea that it really is still growing in the heat. I mean, it's slow growing, but it's still growing, and it is bearing some fruit off of it. You know, right here, I don't know if you can see in my shadow or not. But yeah, it is bearing some fruit, and the purple bean is doing its thing, and I'm starting even to see over here with my pole bean that it's starting to bear fruit as well. And this cherry tomato right here, it's really, I mean, just loaded down with tomatoes. But as you can also see, my green bean here has run all the way over here as well. So, and then this is a Roma right here. If you see, you know, it's pretty loaded down with tomatoes. So, very satisfied and pleased with everything. But I am going to go ahead and pull that melon bed over there, and then mix up a little concoction to give everything a good feeding from just all the rain that we've just had, and we're about to get some more rain coming in, but I still just want to go ahead and give a feeding and get things cut back. So that is it for the tour today. I may go ahead and add to this video. I already started some clips from the dehydrating of the hot peppers, so I'll probably just go ahead and just mix them both in together. So as always, guys, be blessed. And well, no, I'm not going to say that because I got to put the other clip on with the hot peppers. So I'll see you in a moment. Hey guys, wanted to come back on. I was so excited. I pulled the watermelon bed, like I told you earlier, and it was this one lone watermelon left in there, which was my Orangelo. It's a seed that I purchased from Baker Creek. Oh my goodness, guys. I mean, you can see this thing is tiny. It didn't get any size whatsoever. If it had been able to stay on there, this watermelon is so sweet and juicy. I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable taste. So I had to come back on and just share that with you guys. I am not going to give up on growing watermelons. Next year is another year, and I will try again. But I just wanted you to see this. So I will be back in a minute to show you the dehydrated peppers. See you in a minute.